Hi, my name is Leslie Alvarez, and today I'm going to be talking about ions critical to human health. Ions are essential for human health as they move waste and nutrients out and help the muscle, nerves, brain, and heart function properly. A few ions that provide good nutrition to the human body and its functions are potassium, iron, phosphate, and iodine. Aside from discussing their functions in our body, we will be reviewing their properties, formulas, and charges, physiology, and dietary sources. Additionally, I will be analyzing the global distribution and the results of deficiencies and possible ways to overcome them. First, we're going to be talking about potassium. It has an atomic number of 19. It's an alkali metal group with 19 electrons and 19 protons. K plus is a chemical formula. After losing one electron, it carries a single positive charge, resulting in only having 18 electrons versus a 19. Potassium's atomic mass is 39.0983 grams per mole, and it appears to be silver color and soft to touch. We can find potassium in numerous fruits and vegetables, as well as legumes, starchy roots, whole grains, vegetables. The daily recommended intake for adults is 2,600 to 3,400 milligrams per day. The physiology revolving potassium are the heart, nerve, muscle, cellular metabolism, fluid balance, bone health, and blood pressure regulations. It is critical for us to maintain a balanced level of potassium as it ensures proper function of our nerves and muscles. And potassium is found to be one of the most essential electrolytes necessary for supporting standard cellular function. Global distribution is in 2015, potassium was one of the nutrients that was underconsumed and of public health concern in the United States. Potassium deficiencies include hypokalemia, which is too little potassium, hyperkalemia, too much potassium, but both can lead to muscle and nerve damage. We can overcome these deficiencies by making dietary changes, consuming potassium-rich foods, consumption of supplements, and limiting substances such as caffeine and alcohol as they absorb potassium faster. Iron's atomic number is 26. It has 26 protons and 26 electrons in its neutral state. However, when iron loses 2 electrons, it transitions into an ion, meaning it has a net positive charge of +2. This transition changes the chemical formula to Fe2+, or iron 2, maintaining its molecular weight of 55.84 grams per mole, and iron appears to be a silver gray metal that is ductile and lustrous. Iron's appearance changes to a pale green color when it's added to an aqueous solution. Iron can be found in hemi-iron sources like red beef, organ meat, poultry, seafood. This form of iron means that it's readily absorbed by our bodies. On the other hand, legumes, tofu, grains, nuts, leafy greens, and fortified cereals are found in non-hemi-iron sources. The daily intake recommended varies on the sex, age, and life path. Males recommended 8 to 11 milligrams per day. Women should take 8 to 15 milligrams per day. Expecting women 27 milligrams per day, and children 7 to 10 milligrams per day. Iron is important to our bodies as it plays an important physiological role in DNA synthesis, neurotransmitter synthesis, immune system function, and oxygen transport. Globally, iron deficiencies have steadily decreased over the decades, but continues to be an issue in each geographic region since the 90s. Iron deficiency imbalances can cause shortness of breath, fatigue, headaches, pica cravings, which are unusual, and cold hands and feet. Maintaining balanced iron levels are important as untreated deficiency can lead to anemia, which influences the function of red blood cells. We can maintain our iron levels by incorporating rich iron food into our daily diet. Consume iron supplements or cooking with cast iron cookware are a few possibilities. Iodine. Iodine's atomic number is 53. with and is an ion group in 17, maintaining a molecular weight of 12690 AMU. Iodine's chemical formula is I negative. It's due to the state of being negatively charged due to the additional singular electron. At room temperature, iodine appears shiny dark purple and has been found to be generally water soluble. It is important to find dietary sources that contain iodine, like seafood, seaweed, iodized salt, eggs, and dairy products are a few dietary resources. Age, sex, and life path are a few factors that help determine the recommended daily intake. Infant and children, 90 to 120 micrograms per day. Expecting and breastfeeding women, 220 to 290 micrograms daily. And adolescents and adults, 150 micrograms daily. Iodine's role in physiology is that it is an important mineral for proper functioning of the thyroid gland, production of thyroid hormone, and regulating our metabolism. Global distribution, most common nutrient deficiency, and 35 to 50% of the population worldwide have been found to have iodine deficiency. These people are encouraged to take iodine supplements and find other sources with this nutrient. Cognitive and developmental issues are some of the most common symptoms relating to iodine deficiencies that could result in hypothyroidism and goiter. Other options that are beneficial for iron deficiencies are iodized salts, iodine-rich foods that can be consumed, but goiterogenic foods like cabbage, broccoli, and cauliflower should be limited. Lastly, phosphate is a polyatomic ion. This chemical compound is used widely and crucial in biological systems. Phosphate chemical formula has a molecular weight of 94.971 grams per mole. Phosphate is an essential mineral that is soluble, is based on the pH and compound of the solution. This mineral is essential for the functioning of our organs, cells, and tissues. It can be found in foods like meat, poultry, eggs, nuts, whole grains, and dairy products. Daily recommended consumption of phosphate all depends on any underlying health conditions, age, and sex of the person, but the average daily intake for infants and children is 100 to 275 milligrams per day, children 420 to 1,250 milligrams per day, and adults 700 milligrams per day. A daily intake is 700 to 1,250 milligrams per day for people. Phosphate's physiology roles ensure calcium regulation, DNA and RNA synthesis, cell signaling, bone and teeth formation, energy production, and coenzyme functions. If phosphate balance aren't balanced, it can lead to deficiencies which can result in symptoms like rickets, osteoporosis, muscle weakness, fatigue, bone pain, numbness, tingling, or loss of appetite, severe cases, respiratory failure, and hypophosphatemia, which is low levels of phosphate. Overcoming these deficiencies can be done by considering dietary changes, oral supplements, or intravenous phosphate are a few options. These are just a few ions that are in our bodies and play a significant role in certain functions that take place. It's our job to ensure we maintain and provide the adequate nutrients to keep these ions balanced. It's important to stay educated on the options available to us to ensure we don't find ourselves with imbalances, and always seek help from a healthcare personnel when in doubt.